Welcome back to another episode of Hate It or Love It. Today I am joined by one of my homeboys and a guy that helped make me a lot of money. My guy Alex, how you doing, brother?
My man, what's up? Ready to get after it and see what picks you got? Because I think I'm gonna sweep you this week. We'll see what happens. Let's see what
I
you
highly doubt that, brother. I based my picks off of emotion, off of what somebody did last week. I like to see, the emotion of the game. So like, sometimes people go with analytics and that's how they, bet with these games. I can't really see it that way, because I'm a former player. So, I think I'm going to beat you this week. I think it's going to be a clean sweep. So, without further ado, let's get into the matchup of the weekend, man, which is
do
probably
it.
it's going to be the one from in my standings right now is saying that they have it's the Dolphins at the Bengals Thursday night. With this Bengals spread at I'm sorry, they got the Dolphins at the Bengals with the spread of Bengals of -4. Hate it or love it.
Ooh, where's it at?
They're going into what's this? Cincinnati. So
Cincinnati,
they're going to Bengal Stadium.
and the Bengals are
Or
favored.
words of my friend Pac-Man, Bingo Stadium.
Bengal Stadium. You know what? I love that. I love that one. I like that one. Yeah, I like it. I don't know if I love it, but I'm gonna roll with it.
I'm gonna go. Oh man, I like the Dolphins to upset here. I like the way Tua. I like Tua the way Tua's been playing. I know they're going into Cincinnati, but man, Tua has made me a believer. And last week on my show, I went against him. I thought that that the Bills will go out there and beat them. I didn't think that the Dolphins were going to be too serious, but now that I seen them play last week, I'm sorry. I think I'm going to take the Dolphins, man. So I actually hate that. I'm sorry. I think the Dolphins are gonna, like I said, destroy that. I think the Dolphins wins by a touchdown. So
Okay, wow. So you think
um,
the Bengals are legit?
the Bengals are, but they're just trying to find themselves again right now. It's just when you start off like that, sometimes, especially after a Super Bowl season, you got the Super Bowl hangover. It's that shit's real. But they have, you know, another 13 games, another 12 after this week, so they could probably find their groove again. It's just I don't think that they find it this week. Over under 47 points. Hate it or love it.
47. I'm gonna go over with that. I'm gonna go over. I think Thursday night games are usually ones that scare me a little bit with the short week.
Yeah,
But this is gonna be an offensive game. I think. I think Tyreek Hill and Waddle going after Eli Apple. They've been going at it on Twitter already.
right.
So we'll see what happens, man. I think this is gonna be a shootout.
Yeah, see, that's why I mean I love the over.
Yeah. Okay.
Only because yeah, man, Tua to me has been showing a lot of poise in the pocket. He knows how to make plays. I just think that the Bengals been giving up a lot of points lately. Again, Eli, my guy Cheetah says he owes you. And usually when somebody like that says he owes somebody, he comes out and has a big game. So I can't wait to see what Cheetah does, man. Especially because last week with Kansas City losing, and they saying like they might need to see or letting Tyree go might have been bigger than what they thought. So yeah, well, I can't wait to see that.
Okay.
Um, that was a Thursday night game, but see, a lot of people might have thought the Thursday night game was the game of the week. I'm a Lamar Jackson fan, so I can't wait to see this game. We have
Okay.
the Bills at Raven Stadium. They're going into the Raven Stadium. They have the Bills -3.5. Hate it or love it.
I hate it. I think the Ravens are going to win that game. The weather is going to be pretty bad, with this hurricane coming up the East Coast. It's going to be raining, I think, this weekend here in Baltimore. So I think, I think it's going to be a ground game, and you know who gets it done on the ground? That's Lamar. So I
Yeah.
think I got the Ravens on that one. I hate that one.
I'm going to absolutely hate it too. I'm going with Lamar again. I said this last week on the show. Lamar was going crazy. I thought he was going to go for another 100 yards. He did that. The Bills, they have they have some type of background with this one because Josh Allen is he runs, he's electric. I just don't think he's as electric as Lamar Jackson. So I think Lamar Jackson gets the tight end involved. I think Duvernay has a big weekend. I think that this Lamar train is big because he's trying to go back and get this contract. So yeah, until I see otherwise, I'm on this Lamar train right now, man. Right now they have the over or under at 52. Hate it or love it.
Ooh, like I said, I'm really taking the weather into account. But we saw what Tyreek Hill and Waddle did against Baltimore. Buffalo has Diggs, Davis. They got McKenzie in the slot. Um, the Ravens don't really put up a lot of points, but yeah, I think this is going to be a close one. But I'm going to take the under.
Take the under.
Yeah,
I take the under too, only because, like you say, the weather, it could be a bit tricky. I mean, but we do know that Lamar loves to throw the ball in any kind of weather, so it's not like they're gonna dumb the playbook down this weekend at all. So I like the under, or I love the under. No, 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 sorry, I like the under.
yeah.
I can't really say I love it, only because if the weather's not a factor in this, I could see it going over that for sure.
You're
Just
taking
only
the
be
under. You know what? I'm taking the over. I think Lamar's having another 5 touchdown game.
oh,
He's
okay.
yeah. You know what?
Hey,
This is one of those games where I think it's how far the Ravens go, and this particular game is what's going to get him paid. I think he needs to have a 5 touchdown game. I'm taking the over. I'm switching my pick.
that's big. That's crazy because the way you just said that right there kind of makes me believe, especially because I know this is his contract year. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hey
we
man,
we know he's trying to get it, and this can if he does it this game, especially considering like what we know about Josh Allen, what the pedestal they putting him on. If he can go up and basically take him off that pedestal and show him that like I'm just as good as you, and I need to be up here on this MVP poll as well as you. I think that they have to give him his money. I think right then and there is when they go back and say, listen, how much do we really have to pay this guy? Clearly, he's our guy of the future. We need to
yeah,
give him what we want.
yeah.
So, yeah, I understand you taking over. I want to see
Did I
Lamar have
get
a
you?
big
Did I
game.
get you though? Are you gonna flip?
No, no, I'm not flipping. I just know better, Alex. I know how
Okay, all
this
right.
goes, man. This is gonna be one of them games. It's gonna be a defensive bang out, but I definitely feel like the Ravens pull us out at the end for sure.
Okay, all right.
Next we have probably one of the games that's like we probably didn't think it was going to be as big as this probably was right now, but because of the surprising start that this team has had, the Jaguars at the Eagles, and I mean surprising start on both ends because
Yeah.
the Jaguars are doing decent. Trevor Lawrence is out there balling right now. The Eagles were one of my former Titan buddies, AJ. They have, I think, are they undefeated if I'm not mistaken?
The Eagles, yeah,
I,
they are.
I think they are. Jalen Hurts is showing that he can play ball with the best of them. Right now, they have the Eagles at 6.5. So basically, they got the Eagles winning by a touchdown. So hate it or love it.
Who did Jacksonville just beat? They just put somebody in their place. It was a pretty.
Jacksonville last week. I got to look that up real
Oh,
quick.
the Chargers. Okay, yeah.
Oh, they did spank it. They spanked the
They
Chargers too.
spanked
You're
their
right.
ass.
They put it
Yeah,
on them, and they
yeah.
put a lot of points on the board. You're right. That's interesting, man. Because see, that's what I'm saying. You get two tails of two different teams there.
Doug Peterson used to coach in Philly. Now he's
Right?
with.
He's going back home where he just want to. I don't know because let's see. Look, what did Jacksonville play the week before that? Who does Jacksonville play? I'm trying to go back because I go see. That's what I'm saying. I go back off all that. Did they
Yeah,
even?
I feel like I don't know if Jacksonville's been hot. I know that their running back Robinson, he's
Right.
off to a good start.
What Jacksonville are we gonna get?
Yeah,
If we
that's
get the
that's
number
the
one,
question
the
right there.
number one, quarterback in Trevor Lawrence, but okay, Trevor's been balling. He beat the Colts. I
Oh,
I don't know,
yeah.
man. Whew.
Jalen Hurts is having don't sleep on him.
Oh
Is
no,
all
no, no. I love the Eagles. I love that.
okay.
Let's get it right. I love the Eagles to cover this for sure. I love the Eagles. I definitely love the Eagles only because Jalen Hurts has been balling. That offense is moving great right now. They have so many weapons out there, especially at the out. I mean, at the wide out position. And then when you have a dual threat like Jalen that can run the ball, make plays with his feet, he definitely changes the whole outcome of the game. So I mean, I love the Eagles. Who you taking?
I'm with you, man. I'm taking the Eagles to cover that.
Okay. Well, we have the over under at 48 and a half. Hate it or love it.
Ooh, 48. Where's the game at in Philly?
It's in Philly.
I'm taking the over.
Yeah, I love the over in this one myself, only because Philly has been putting up points. Like they've been showing that they're a team that can score points, and also the Jacksonville Jaguars this year show that they can score a lot of points. You know, and when I mean a lot of points, is anything over 21 in the NFL is considered a lot of points because you're hoping you can keep a team anywhere between 10, 13 points a game, and normally if you do that, you're going to have a really successful defense and you have a great year. So.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I love the over with this game only because both teams have been scoring off the rip through this year, and I want to see it. And next we have my game of the week. Obviously, I'm a Thomas Patrick Edward Brady fanatic, and we are Chiefs at the Buccaneers. They have the Chiefs at -2. Hate it or love it.
The Chiefs at mine. They're gonna play that game in Tampa Bay.
Well, I think they okay, and for those that know, I think they are moving that game, or they might be considering moving the game. I think to Minnesota, if I'm not mistaken. I
Oh,
seen that on NFL Network earlier.
shit.
I think they're moving it somewhere like that, Wisconsin, somewhere like that. I'm not sure. They're supposed to be moving the game, so
I
um,
think this is gonna be like the last matchup between Mahomes and Brady.
yeah.
Um,
So you think it's going to be epic?
and you know, you know what? I think this will be the game where Tom Brady passes the torch to Mahomes. I think Mahomes comes out with the win. Um, yeah, I have them covering and winning.
I absolutely hate it. I think Tom Brady comes
Uh-oh.
in. The
The
torch can
goat,
be
man. I
passed.
know. You can't bet
Listen,
against the goat.
Alex, the torch can be passed, but you still got to whoop ass. Sometimes, like you have a dad, right? Just because your dad passes you the torch sometimes in the family because he knows that like you probably can make better decisions and you're probably like, at this time, but you still don't try him, right? You still know if there's a time you get your ass kicked. At this point, I think Tom kicks some ass just to prove to the world he still has it. On top of that, the Bucks defense been playing lights out. You got to stop that right there. The fact that you just think it's
Who do
so
they
easy
have
to
on
make
offense? They're barely putting up points without, well, no, okay, Mike Evans got suspended.
right. So yeah, we give Mike Bevins back. He changes the offense dramatically.
He does,
Mike
but you
Evans
know
alone
what?
changes the offense. We could probably get him 7 to 10 catches tomorrow or Sunday rather for probably about 150ish 2 touchdowns. He's on a game because he's going to come back ready to destroy. You know who Mike
But
Evans
then
is.
you got the other guys. You got, Julio Jones. He can't even run a route without falling down and limping back
Oh
up.
my God, I
You
love
got,
Julio still.
yeah, so do I. But man, I mean, he
I
runs
get what
one
you're
route. He's
saying.
up for the next 2 weeks.
I just love Tom Brady with that team.
Godwin, he like tore his shit up. He does, he can't run either. I mean, who do you have here? You got Fournette, and then you got Mike Evans, and
That's
then
all you
the
need
other
with
end, you
Tom
got
Brady.
Mahomes.
Tom Brady with those same people, 2 points away from beating former MVP Aaron Rodgers. Come on, let's be real. It's
Okay,
just when you have Tom Brady, you're never out the game. So I'm taking Tom. So hey, I hate it.
well, all right, all right.
You got the over under at 45 and a half. Hate it or love it.
I got the over just because the Chiefs are gonna run that score up.
The Chiefs
They're
scored,
gonna expose. They're gonna
bro.
expose the Bucks
The
defense.
fact that you just say this, right? You act like the Chiefs aren't missing. You
I'm
act like the
telling
Chiefs
you.
aren't missing Cheetah. We just talked about this 2 seconds ago. The Chiefs are not just running scores out the board like that, right? They just played Indianapolis Colts last week. They lost by 3 to the Colts, the same Colts that lost to the Jaguars. Like, let's be real.
Mahomes is a magician back there. He
He
will.
wasn't a magician against the Colts, the same Colts that got skunked versus the Jaguars. Again, I repeat,
That
the
was last week.
Jaguars.
We're already talking about, putting it back a week. Now this is Tom Brady versus Mahomes.
Yeah.
This is
I,
it for Mahomes right here, man.
I love the over. I love the over here, but I'm taking Thomas. I'm still taking Thomas Patrick.
Okay, okay. I got
All right,
Mahomes.
that's the that'll wrap up our coverage for the 5 NFL picks. Probably getting into my favorite. This is definitely by far my favorite. Um, College football.
Okay.
Yes, sir. And
Some
first
picks.
up,
Some Saturday Night Lights.
It ain't nothing like Saturday Night Lights, man, because you know you get the real fans and you got people that really believe in it. You don't have people leaving in the fourth quarter, you know, especially if you're blowing somebody out or not. They're there. Either they want to rush the field or they, you know, they're getting drunk to talk and you know, get the keys out to tell you to get the, you know, get on the bus. So first up, we have number 4, Michigan at Iowa. I emphasize the at Iowa because you know from if I'm not mistaken, I think the um, uh, last four ranked opponents that went into Iowa have lost.
Oh
I
shit.
repeat, I think if I'm not mistaken, the last four ranked opponents that have went into Iowa have lost. They have Michigan at -11. Hater to love it.
I think Michigan is overrated. I think they're not a top four team. They barely beat Maryland last week. Um, I like Iowa. I like Iowa winning this game.
All right, so you hate it.
Yeah, they're gonna.
I
Yeah,
absolutely
Michigan's gonna drop.
love this.
Uh-oh, okay.
Only because Iowa doesn't score any points. Like, where do you, like you said earlier, like with Tom, how do you muster up something? I remember doing one of these shows not too recently, and I think I looked at the quarterback for the, or the QBR for the Iowa quarterback in one of these games. It was a -1 or a 1. Like, literally, come on. How are they going to muster up some points? And let alone, I mean, I don't see them beating Michigan. I know it's a hard place to play. I think that Michigan, I think Harbaugh has those boys playing right now. I just think that Michigan turns it on. They figure out a way to win. They probably win by like, you know, 2 touchdowns. So I absolutely love this Michigan pick. Um,
Iowa storming the field, man. You heard it here first.
well, I'm not mad. Hey, the best part about it is it's going to be recorded.
All
We
right,
got
man.
the over under at 42 and a half. Hate it or love it.
I'm taking the under. I'm taking the under here.
Love
I
the
know.
under, huh?
Yeah,
He
I'm
loves the
taking.
under. I absolutely love the under again, and the only reason why I love this under is because Iowa can't score. Michigan to do their part. Michigan will probably put up 35. We say Michigan only puts or Iowa puts up 3. They still don't cover. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I like Michigan to do their part. I just don't see Iowa scoring points. I just don't see it, man. Maybe Iowa makes me a believer this week.
They're at home. We'll see.
Highly doubt it. Highly doubt it. Next up on the list, man, we got the Roll Tide. We got Alabama, number 2 ranked Alabama at Arkansas, which is also ranked number 20.
Oh, they're playing a
They're
ranked
going into
opponent.
Razorback Stadium, but they got Alabama at -17 and a half. Hate it or love it.
Anytime Bama's playing, I don't care who it is. I'm taking the over and I'm taking them winning.
So you're
I don't
so you're
even care
taking
what
it.
I don't even care what it is.
You don't care. You taking it.
I'm taking it.
I love it. I absolutely hate this. I feel
Oh,
like Bama. I feel like this is a tricky game for Bama only because they blew that team out last week. Arkansas is coming off a devastating loss last week. They feel like they need to, you know, claw their way back in. I'm not saying they beat Alabama. I just feel like they cover this 17. You know what I mean? I
Arkansas
just feel
lost
like
last week.
I think you know Arkansas lost they lost last week. I'm positive they were top 10 before last week, and then they lost to. Oh man, I just seen
Well,
it.
shit, if they lose back to back weeks, I don't think they're going to be ranked.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But no. If you lose to Alabama, respectably,
Yeah.
you see what I'm saying. You still have a way of keeping yourself in that top 25 somewhere, only because you know you hold on.
Yeah. Look at Texas.
Last week
They lost.
we were looking at Arkansas. I think it was Florida, if I'm not mistaken, that they lost to.
Okay.
It was a big game last week. Who did they lose to? I gotta look it up real quick. Give me one. Oh, I'm sorry. It was A&M. A&M had to make a because A&M had just lost the week before. So um
Okay. Yeah. I mean, like I
Arkansas
said,
was 10. They lost to, and that game was respectable. It was 21-23. So yeah, I just looked at Arkansas. That's why I don't think they lose by 17. I think they you know probably 10. It's a little closer than what people think. I think Arkansas is a lot better than what people are giving them. I just don't think they beat Alabama, but they do cover the spread. So I hate that. They got the over or under at 61 and a half. Hate it or love it.
roll tide. I'm taking the over.
Always taking over, he says.
Always taking the over for Bama.
I mean, Bryce is playing tremendous. You got people that are like robots in a sense. They know what they're doing. So, oh man, I love it. I'm taking the over as well. I just think they're going to score a lot of points. It's a good showdown, but I just don't think Arkansas gets railroaded like everybody thinks they do. So, yes, I love the over. Next up, we have West Virginia at Texas Longhorns.
Ooh, Texas, man.
They have the Longhorns at -10. Hate it or love it. I'll start off. I absolutely love it. I think Sark has to do something to change the atmosphere around Texas right now. If he doesn't get it done, um, I hate to say it, but they call for jobs really quick around here now. I know his recruiting class next year looks tremendous with Archie Manning and Said Baxter and some of those guys, but I think he has to get a victory. It's losing the Tech last week. It's an imperative that he gets a victory this week. So I think that he goes out and he shows out this week, and he definitely gets a victory. So I love Texas by 10 for sure.
I'm with you, man. Like they lost to Alabama. They could. I think they should have beat them, but
Yeah,
they lost and they were in the top 25, and they blew it last week in the goal line. They had a really good chance to kind of pick their own destiny last week. They got to get back on track.
have to.
I couldn't agree with you more. Sark needs to really. They've created an identity, but it just needs to be consistent. Every week they got to stick with the run game. I got Texas covering. I like that.
Yes, sir. I'm with you there. Over under 62 points. Hate it or love it.
62 is what's his name playing? Yours,
Yours. Oh yeah, when QN was out there, that team looked like a different team.
bro. He's
Um,
nice, man. He's legit.
that's what maybe I need to start doing a little bit some more research on it. I'm not sure if Quinn is actually playing. Um,
I'm taking the over. I think this is a statement game. This is a statement game for Texas. They need to put up some points and get back into the conversation of getting bowl game recognition and being a
yeah,
contender.
I take the over as well. I love the over. Only because, like you said, I mean, Texas has to show that they're Texas again. I mean, college football is a lot better when, the traditional greats like Florida State, Miami, Texas, when they're doing really good. So I think Texas needs to score a lot of points. You need to get that the Texas faithful back on their side. So I think Sark does a good job of rallying rather those guys back up and getting a big victory. So yeah, I take the over, and I love Texas by 10. And last but definitely not least, the game of the week, my USC Trojans against Arizona State. Um, Arizona State travels into the Coliseum, and yes, we are ranked number 6. Yes, they have us at -26 and a half. I absolutely love this pick. Lincoln Riley gets on track. Yes, we had a scare last week. Corvallis is always a tough place to play in, but we're back at home at the Coliseum under the lights. I feel like we make another big statement. We just continue to roll and show people that we're USC football. So I absolutely love this. A 26 and a half is a lot of points, but when you have Mario, you have Raleek, when you have Jordan Addison, when you have Caleb, and the defense that has the number one takeovers. They average the most takeovers in the nation. They lead the nation in takeovers. I think it's plus 14. Yes, I'm taking that USC defense with that USC offense to cover this, and we have a great victory this week for sure.
Man, I'm with you. I think I have Iowa beating Michigan. I'm gonna have USC just steamrolling through this week. USC is going to be in the top four after this weekend.
Yeah, they show the world that that we're finally back, man. Like
Yeah,
it's
man,
been
it's
a
about
long
time.
time coming. It's been a very
Yeah,
long time coming. They have the over or under at 61 points.
sheesh.
I love it. I
Yeah,
love it. Like I said, if we have to cover this spread at 26, that means we got to put a lot of points on the board. So I think we, put up around 45 ish. They might score 20. But I definitely believe that we cover for sure. But I think it's the over. I love the over. Um, I,
I'm taking the under. I'm going to take the under here. I just because we're agreeing on a lot of shit. but
But see, okay, I mean, listen.
uh,
See, so you
I
want to be that
also
guy? Do you want to be that guy that just because everything's going well, or just because all the stuff is we're agreeing on, you went okay?
I know,
You be
especially
that
this
guy,
USC game, but I don't see Arizona State. I think it's going to be a blowout. I think USC is going to cover, but I don't see Arizona State getting in the end zone, more than 2 or 3 times.
right? So that means we need to score a lot, like 40, 49 points. So USC, you know what we need to do? We got to run it up. That means a whole bunch of Jordan down the field, Mario
Yeah,
right left.
I'm
You know,
taking the under. Oh man, you're going to make me regret this one. I already
yeah,
know, but
I love the over, man. Hey, fight on for old SC,
I
baby.
know,
I
man.
believe in it,
Wow.
man.
But they'll get in the top four. They'll get in the top four after this week. I'm big on the Iowa upset at home, and I'm big on USC making a statement to get in the top four.
I believe so, man. Hey, well, that pretty much sums up this week's episode. I hate it and love it. Appreciate you or
Yeah,
appreciate you being on the show, man. Yeah, keep that good money rolling in, and hopefully it's a queen sweep for me. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna win, but
I'm gonna hit you during this Buccaneers Chiefs game, man. I'm telling you,
all
Mahomes.
right. Well, we can make a wager. Let's make we can bet $20 that I beat you on this week's bets. What do you like?
All right, we'll do that. We'll do
Hey
that.
Nick, I know Nick's probably gonna check this out. Nick, make sure that
Yeah,
write down who wins and loses this weekend. So I need to collect my check from him, man.
there you go, man. Let's get it.
All
Cool,
right, I
man. Well, I'll
appreciate
hit
you,
you during
brother.
this game.
You have a good one, man. I'll talk to you soon, man.
Thanks for having me on, LenDale. See ya.
Yes, sir.